Hey guys, good morning. How are you? Okay, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I am like outside all of the time, and you can see that I've been at baseball games. If you've been kind of following straight through, the boys are super busy. We are knee deep into playoffs and states. It's so exciting. So what I'm gonna do is today when I get ready for work, I'm gonna go ahead and I just wanna do a very minimal look. You can tell that I have sun, but I do have some spots where there's actually your neck actually doesn't get tan. And then you can see like when I kind of come in close, I have like some sunspots. So let me show you how I pull off like a very minimal makeup look to go to work or to just do whatever you want like throughout the day, okay? But that way you still want like something on. Hey Jessica, how are you? How was the show last night? It was like such a beautiful day, like such a beautiful day. I was looking at all your pictures and like I missed you guys so much. But we were at baseball. Bryce had a game that lasted over 3.5 hours and they ended up leaving it in a tie, 18-18. I'm like, oh dear. Hey Wendy, how are you? So I made the mistake of actually not taking an allergy pill last night. And I can like hear it this morning. Like the allergies are so bad this year. Okay, so we're doing minimal makeup today, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the beginning step, which is always taking a damp perfector sponge. So load this underneath the water, wring it out, put it underwater, wring it out again, spray it with your setting spray. Year round, it does not matter. This is what I do. In the summer, this is huge. If you want your makeup to last, like Jessica dancing last night, you're going to work, you know, whatever you're doing, if this is what you want, just go ahead. Plus, it just feels really good. Like in the morning, especially if you're tired. I'm doing good. I'm hanging in. I can't complain. I've got a crazy week ahead of me this week with the boys. So today is no exception. I'm at work all day, and then we are going to one has a game and then the other one has practice, and it leads right into an award ceremony for spring sports. So it's never kind of ending, right? So what I'm doing, I'm going right underneath my eyes. This is mango. So I use mango. Now, as I get more tan, mango kind of starts to blend in and becomes like a main color for me. So what I can do is I take this really light brush. This is called the blend brush. And I kind of travel over some of the areas on my cheeks where I have like a little bit of like sunspots, right? My freckles kind of start to pop out. And I go very light because I don't necessarily want to like cover my freckles, but what I want to do is sort of like start to blend them in, so it almost makes it look like I have like even skin tone. Sorry, I'm going to constantly be clearing my throat. I'm going to travel over my chin area, same thing. There's just like a little bit of redness. Can you see where it's starting to just sort of even everything out? It's not getting rid of my tan. It's just kind of like evening this out. So Jess, if you're watching, this is totally your color. You have mango in your kit. You guys, Jess is brand new to Saint. So she got her stuff, and I actually don't even know if you've been able to play and use any of your stuff yet. But you're fairly new. So this will be awesome. And her and I are like the same colors. So you're going to see it just kind of starts to like blend in a little bit. Hey, Liza. Hey, congratulations on your promotion, by the way. Liza is new to the Bellamy world, you guys, and she's like totally rocking it. So, and I knew that she would love it. I knew that this would be like, it's such an amazing culture over in Bellamy too. Like the CEO is like always going live and always sharing tips and tricks, and it's just like such a great little community. So it's fun. So she'll be doing what I'm doing, like adding Saint into it. So this is how I kind of do it, Jess, when I'm doing like you can see how it started to just kind of even everything out. I'm rarely using any makeup, and I'm just kind of using this brush to swirl. You can also dot everything all over and just blend it as well. So I get real minimal in the summer like this, but it kind of goes right over. You can see it kind of got rid of some of the redness. Okay, so that's how I do my mango. And you can do just underneath your eyes. You can do just some spots. You can do whatever it is. Frenchie is another great one to be able to use like underneath your eyes. And then it's just a great blush. But we're doing my very minimal. This is like my very minimal look, okay? Okay, now I kind of just erased a little bit of like some of the tan as well. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna come back with this brush. This is the blush and bronzer brush. It's really big and fluffy on one side, and then this is what I use for the blush on this side, okay? I'm gonna come into Bella. I love Bella because she's sheer. So she works for every single skin tone, and you're gonna see I'm kind of dipping in there more than I would in the winter. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of like connect these dots right here. I'm just gonna come in with this really fluffy brush, and basically I'm gonna fill in my neck so it looks like it's tan. I don't know about you, I could sit at the beach like this and still my neck is never going to get tan. So I kind of travel right up. Don't be afraid to go right underneath the ears. Isn't Bella amazing? You're gonna love her. You are absolutely gonna love her. And you can layer her on to get exactly the look you need. So see how I got rid of that? It looks very natural. Hey Veronica, how are you? Good morning. It looks super natural. I don't look like I have any makeup on. Okay, so I'm gonna take this, and again, I'm just gonna swirl, and I'm gonna kind of go like right over my cheeks. You can also take it and go in, and you can pull it up a little bit more. What I'm gonna do is, because again, I am tan, I want to just sort of like swirl all over my face. But this way I kind of like evened it out. Because it's cream, it's not thick. It's not thick, it's not heavy, but see, there's my color again. So now I've got that same natural sun-kissed color, but I sort of like hid the under eye darkness. I kind of hid some of those sunspots. I started blending them all in, so now it just looks like freckles. And this big fluffy brush is amazing for this. So now you can kind of get the coverage that you absolutely need. I know, Bella's so awesome, isn't she? Okay, so there's your swirl. Now, I always take it one step further. So, hey Paula, good morning. I see all those hearts coming in. What's your countdown for Jamaica, babe? You have got to be getting close. Let me tell you, I've not been on a vacation that's like pure pleasure in a while. It's been business stuff, and I'm like so jealous. I'm so jealous. And this is all baseball. This is like all baseball. You can kind of see there's like a little bit, not much. So this is just being outside at a couple of games, but it doesn't take much. And mowing the lawn, you know, it doesn't take much. Okay, I'm switching over to the shape brush, you guys. I love this brush. It keeps saying that it's on clearance from Saint. I don't know if it's going anywhere, but you guys, this is how I get my cheeks to have like more of that darker color. So I'm gonna come into Bella. So by using the same exact bronzer, you kind of want to make like your cheeky, like, right? You can do your kissy face. I have these round cheeks, so I tend to just kind of like, it naturally works with me talking, and I'm pouncing it on. So what I'm doing is I'm almost using the bronzer like a blush, okay? So this is a little secret that I do. I kind of come back over. You can use that blush and bronzer brush. It's just gonna be a little bit softer. So the more dense your brush, the more color, the more pigment you're gonna pull. Because it's cream, you can layer it and you can still touch it on your face. So it's gonna last all day long. So you don't have to worry about any of that, which is really great. So I'm just gonna kind of load this on my cheeks. I'm almost giving it like a second layer. Flip it to that little side, and this is how I am blending the edges. I didn't take an allergy pill last night, and I'm a wreck. Can you guys hear it in my voice? It's like stuck. I've been blowing my nose. I'm like, what? This is like for the birds. 10 weeks, girl. That is gonna come so fast. Now, have you ever been to Jamaica? I've only been once. So, and we kind of did like all the things, but it was a pit stop with a cruise. So I literally only spent like 1 day in Jamaica. That was it. So are you like spending the entire week, or are you like pit stopping like we did? Okay. So see, it keeps it like still very natural. It's not extra. If you want darker, you're gonna want heat waves, okay? So heat waves is the next step of the bronzer. So if you're loving Bella, you can see they're very close. This one has more coverage. So this one is, I haven't really used this one much this year, but you're gonna notice when I pull it on, can you see how it just becomes a little bit darker? So you're gonna actually love to be able to use this. If you get really, really tan like me, you're gonna wanna add heat waves in, and you will see, I'm just gonna put a little bit on this side, you will see that it kind of pulls more of that darker cheek, but it's still a bronzer, so it's gonna still give you like that sun-kissed look. I love that this makeup lasts through menopause. It will go through any hot flash. It's fantastic. And so for me at work, I'm always sitting at my desk, and then I'm up and I'm running and I'm jumping to wherever I need to be. So I'm like in and outside of air conditioning all day long, and I love the fact that this can last for that. Okay guys, I'm going over to my secret. This is my cheek. So again, this is the shape brush. You can use your blush brush, either way. I'm going into Renaissance. This is my perfect sun-kissed cheek. This is how I rock pretty much every day. You guys know I love to switch things up, but I promised that I would do just like a really simple look today. And what I'm doing is my sun-kissed look. So I traveled it on my cheeks. This is the heaviest part right here. I travel it up, and then I go up and over my nose. Because what happens when you go to the beach? Your nose gets a little red, right? So you're just gonna kind of travel this up and over. And again, because it has this little tiny side, I use this to sort of feather it underneath. It gives it that very natural look. And you can layer this on. You could go darker. You could do whatever you want. So don't, it's kind of like doing your eyebrows. Like, be careful. Step back and be like, okay. But the cool part is you can get rid of it, or you can add more at any time. I knew you would love Renaissance. I knew you would love it. So I do like to take it and add it with black cherry. Sometimes I do August. I don't know if August is still available, so we're gonna use black cherry. So I come in like this, and this is how I do my little bit of an ombre. And I sort of take the black cherry and I sort of just pop it at the top. It has like a little bit of a glow to it. It is a semi-gloss, and then I take whatever's left over and I just kind of bring it in. And that way it just kind of gives it like this very natural look. You don't look like you have any makeup on. You look like you were just perfectly sun-kissed at the beach. So some people, when they get tan, they don't use makeup at all. I still do. I like to use just very minimal. I like to sort of still conceal whatever I want to conceal, and then I move on from there. You can go ahead and do any of the, what am I trying to say? The illuminators. I'm going to show you my favorite way. So let's see. I'm going to use my finger. I'm going to go into honey, and I'm going to go right on the tip of my nose and straight up like this. I am going to pop a little bit underneath my eyebrow. I tend to use there's my old lady. I tend to use two different colors all the time. I'm going to come into glow, and I'm going to put glow over the top of this. So I feel like there's just never too much of that. It gives it like this very natural, youthful look. Do not be afraid of that. Matte makeup is out. Matte makeup is gone. It is definitely out. And the dewy look, where you can control where the matte is with your vanilla dusting powder, is like the secret. Okay, so before we do that, I want to show you, let's just say I come too far in on my cheeks and I want to sort of balance it out. I will go into my main color or my brightener color. Again, I go in with a little light brush. This is the wash brush, or you could use the blend brush. And all I do is sort of pounce right here, just lightly underneath the eye, and I sweep it down. And this way, can you see? It's not much. It's just a little bit to brighten. So if you do travel too far in, if you feel like it's just too much, just come back very lightly and try that trick. You can also take it and go right down your nose. Don't even worry about if you already put your illuminator. See how it just brightened up the tip of my nose? Come right into like that T-zone. And again, all you're doing is just brightening up these areas if you came in too far. The makeup is so forgiving, you don't have to worry about it. You can also go ahead and do the top of your eyelids while you're at it. And I love that all these brushes are two sides. It just makes it very easy, especially if you're traveling on the go. Can I do my makeup with one brush? Yes. Do I like to? No. You guys know if you're in the beauty bar, I love all the brushes. One palette, fine, but I want all the brushes. I like what they all bring to the table. So, okay, always fill in your brows. I use a contour. I use the contour color called Shadow. I used to use a different color until I stopped dyeing my hair and I started going gray. And Shadow sort of mimics this color right here for me. So it kind of has like this darker, cooler tone. So you can see all of this is sort of washed out. It just is what it is. You can see my grays sort of coming through. And so when I use this contour color, it sort of mimics this. So you want to go with what your root is because that would be like the most natural. I like to use the contour because it sort of acts like a wax without being a wax. It's very light. I'm barely filling anything in. So thank you. It's crazy. And now that I've just let the curls do their own thing and the grays, so it's been 2 years or so. And you can see like I'm all like salt and pepper in here. It's kind of hard to tell, but you know, it's been about 2 years and the little streak is just kind of taken on a life of its own. And I'll tell you, I have well over a dozen women, I think closer to 24 women now that have stopped dyeing their hair that reach out to me. And I kind of like hashtag on Instagram, like ditch the dye and dye free and stuff like that. And it's just been kind of really great to sort of connect with other women that have stopped dyeing their hair too. I know it's not for everyone, but I'll tell you, it's incredibly freeing. I love it. It's very different when I throw my hair up though, because it's like all gray. But you know, I just rock it. So, hey, bye Jess. I'll see you. Love you. I'll talk to you soon. It is way easier than blow drying my hair. Way easier than blow drying my hair. My hair is so much healthier too. I do love the straightness. The grays look amazing when it's straight, but that's a solid 40 minutes I get back. But I'm not trying to straighten my hair. So, hey, good morning, Kathy. How are you? Congratulations on your promotion. Kathy is another one that promotes. She just promoted to director. So it was just so amazing. And that all trickles. So with Liza promoting and Kathy promoting, that's how I promoted. And it was just such an amazing thing to wake up to when I was like, why I've been living underneath a rock for the last few weeks. So it's been hard to sort of juggle. It's been a struggle to juggle life right now. And but we're in the thick of it, but there's a light at the tunnel. You know, I see that, like, we have award ceremonies tonight. Jacoby's team, so Jacoby's on the varsity baseball team, and they're in the Final Four. So the game starts at 7 o'clock tomorrow night underneath the lights. So we're about 45 minutes or so-ish away. So we're still like, and it's hard with Bryce playing 2 teams. So there's 3 teams, 2 boys, 7 days a week, nonstop. Some of these games are 3.5 hours long, plus then an hour and a half travel getting home, and then you're doing laundry and everything like that. So I know it's been super hard for me to sort of manage, but we're like getting there. We're getting there. There is a light. And don't you know, soccer starts on Wednesday. So like summer soccer, the coach reached out and I'm like, oh, like we're not even done. And summer soccer is starting, and then Bryce is playing for both all-star teams, and I'm like, this is crazy. So anyway, okay, so we did our eyebrows. Let's go ahead. We're just going to do really simple eye look, guys, and then we're going to kind of head out the door. I'm going to use an eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to go in with the vanilla dusting. If you have never done this summer especially, if you have oily eyelids, Kathy, I have no life, and you know this. Like, it's a good thing that the people in my life and all of you guys are so patient, because it has been really hard with Jacoby in high school. I thought that would make my life easier. I thought because it would be Monday through Friday only, and that is not, they do weekends. And sometimes I have to drop the kids off at 8 in the morning and then come back and pick them up and then go back and then bring them back for the bus. And it's like, not like when we were kids at all. It's crazy. So it takes a village. I would never be able to do it without my baseball family. Like tonight I've got Bryce going in a different direction and Steve is traveling, and so it's just, I wouldn't be able to do it without my baseball family. I'm very lucky. So that way my children can do all the things. So I'm just using basic, guys. I'm gonna go in and I'm just contouring the eye really quick. We're keeping this very minimal eye look today, and then we are heading into the office. So, and I just dipped into Philly by accident. I was just gonna do basic, but hey, this is like happy little trees like Bob Ross, right? So we're gonna go through and we're just gonna add a little bit of Philly over there. Crush, who owns Crush? So Crush is probably my favorite eyeshadow. It is skin toned. It's so beautiful. Like honestly, Crush is so beautiful. If you don't own her, she looks peach. She looks even different on the website. That's why I'm always tagging you guys and like tagging the colors in photos. But take her with your finger and just tap her like this, and you're just gonna pull this look right in. Hey, Christy, how are you? I miss you so much. How do you not have this, Kathy? You need this color. It's so good to be live. It's so good to be here. although I swear I am like, it sounds like I'm still sick. It's gotta be just the allergies kicking my butt. I didn't take an allergy pill last night, and that kind of helps. I've been blowing my nose and coughing and clearing my throat all morning, and I know I'm not sick anymore. So I'm like, it's kind of a little crazy. So, all right, take Sabrina, go right into the inside of your eye. While you're at it, take a little bit right here underneath your brow bone, and it's just gonna pull that light forward, and that's like a little sick. So, oh my God, I cannot wait to hang out with you. We need a girls' night. We need to figure this out. I know Kathy and I are trying to figure it out. Meg and I are trying to figure it out. We're gonna have to just figure out a girls' night so we can all just get up and like, I don't know, maybe we can meet for like a drink and nachos or something like that. And we just need to celebrate. We need to celebrate your promotion. I'm like so happy for you. Hey, Christina, how are you? It's so good to see all your faces today. Good morning. All right, guys, I am just gonna throw my favorite mascara on and I am out the door. So I hope you guys have wonderful days. It is so exciting to see nice weather. Honestly, Kathy, sometimes meeting for breakfast is even easier, maybe even with your schedule, because I know you're bartending. And I want you guys to know I didn't use any contour on my cheeks or anywhere today, and that is okay. You do not have to use every single thing inside of your palette every single day. This is just our very minimal look, and we're gonna be rocking this until about, I probably won't be back home until maybe 9 o'clock tonight. So this is gonna be it. This is it for the day. Thank goodness for this cream, right? All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Christy, we need to figure out when we're getting together. Kathy, we need to figure out when we're getting together. I love you guys. Have a great day. Thanks as always for all of your support. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.